Hi guys, welcome back. So let us continue, how exactly we can handle multiple checkboxes at a time. So guys, I have a copy pasted the previous program and I just created a basic program right now and in which I just kept only one line, which is a page dot a get by role, this checkbox and this particular name and check. So I'm deleting this check at the last. Okay, I'm just deleting this check at the last. So what it's gonna does right now, page dot a get by role from the web page, it will try to identify an element, a checkbox, which is having this particular name. For suppose if I remove this name, what it's gonna happen? Page dot a get by role checkbox. On this particular web page, how many checkboxes are there? It will try to get all those checkboxes. So all those checkboxes, I'm trying to store it here. Checkboxes is equal to, I'm trying to store it inside this checkboxes. So this is gonna get the list of all the checkboxes, which is a list of all the elements. Okay, now I'm gonna use my for each loop here, or of course if you want you can use a for loop also, it's up to you basically. Okay, for each loop, so here I'm gonna go with a for each loop in this particular instance, constant checkbox off, and here on this checkboxes, as it is a locators, in order to use it on a for each loop we need to convert it into an array. Hence I was using a dot all method that will be converting it into an array. So here for this dot all we need to use an array. Perfectly all right. And then the simple thing here is, on that particular application, almost whenever you load that particular application, right, all the checkboxes are in a checked mode itself. So I can use an uncheck operation. So the simple thing is await checkbox dot uncheck is the operation that I want to perform. Okay, await uncheck is the operation that I need to perform. As I am using an unchecked, so here it is suggesting me, my copilot is suggesting me that expect this checkbox not to be checked. Yes, of course, that's true. I just added that particular one. So which means if at all we are using a to be checked means that's gonna be validating the checked status. Not to be checked means it's gonna validate the unchecked status. That's perfectly all right. So I just added this piece of a code. And now let me try to run this particular program. Okay, let me try to run this particular program and see whether it is performing these uncheck operations or not. Okay, so it's performing the uncheck operations. The first one is done. If I executed, all the uncheck operations got performed in a single run. Yeah, so that's the way how exactly we can handle a checkbox. So the another approach that I want to show right now is, let me switch back to the previous program that we have created. I just copied this whole program. Okay, comment it out, paste it in a new program and delete all unnecessary content, the comments and everything. I'm just deleting it, and this time I'm removing this chunk as well using the get by role and other things. So what I kept right now as part of my program here is using the locator dot a check. So here, instead of writing this particular command, there is another way that you can deal with it, which is await page dot, okay, checkbox. Instead of calling a locator, you can also use page dot check. Okay, and I can perform this particular operation. Okay, page dot check. So directly I can use it either on a checkbox or on an, okay, either on a checkbox or on a radio button also. So the simple approach that we are gonna use here is either the dot locator that you can perform this particular operation, or you can use a check for which you can pass on the locator. Not only this way, even we can also use for any text field. So page dot fill is the method that we have used, and if there is a text field, right, you will be passing down the locator. Consider that it's a username field on a source demo username field, and the value that you want to enter here is this one. If there is a text field, you can use a page dot locator or a page dot get by role, or directly we can call this a check and as well as a fill methods also. Okay, so this is the way how exactly we can deal with these checkboxes, guys. In the next session, okay, in the next session, let's talk about how exactly we are gonna handle the drop downs. Okay, thank you very much. See you again in the next session. Bye bye.